Legendary warriors. The powers that created us now want us all extinguished. We must join forces, or else forever be their slaves. For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
Coming to you live from the Political Heat Remote Studios, a.k.a. my vehicle, is yours truly, Dan Adams, Master of Ceremonies, and this is the Dan Adams Show. I'm also known as the DA, the prosecutor, and the soulful conservative. And here it is, driving home from work. Technology is awesome. And this is how I get down, because I can get down with the get down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to try and accomplish this as best as I can. Well, I'm going to start off the show with a 2-minute and 15-second clip. That's right, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Bear with me for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You probably heard it, but I want to play it here so I can speak upon it after I play it. This is Michael Cohen, ladies and gentlemen, testifying in front of the House today. And the debacle that the Capitol Hill in D.C. has become is utterly ridiculous. And as Rush Limbaugh eloquently stated, this so-called testimony, hearing, whatever you want to call it, public flogging, is just the setup for the Dems to impeach Trump. Go ahead and play the clip.
Chairman Cummings, Ranking Member Jordan, and members of the committee, thank you for inviting me here today. I have asked this committee to ensure that my family be protected from presidential threats and that the committee be sensitive to the questions pertaining to ongoing investigations. I thank you for your help and for your understanding. I am here under oath to correct the record, to answer the committee's questions truthfully, and to offer the American people what I know about President Trump. I recognize that some of you may doubt and attack me on my credibility. It is for this reason that I have incorporated into this opening statement documents that are irrefutable and demonstrate that the information you will hear is accurate and truthful. Never in a million years did I imagine, when I accepted a job in 2007 to work for Donald Trump, that he would one day run for the presidency, to launch a campaign on a platform of hate and intolerance, and actively win. I regret the day I said yes to Mr. Trump. I regret all the help and support I gave him along the way. I am ashamed of my own failings and publicly accepted responsibility for them by pleading guilty in the Southern District of New York. I am ashamed of my weakness and my misplaced loyalty, of the things I did for Mr. Trump in an effort to protect and promote him. I am ashamed that I chose to take part in concealing Mr. Trump's illicit acts rather than listening to my own conscience. I am ashamed because I know what Mr. Trump is. He is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That piece of S, Michael Cohen, calling President Donald J. Trump a racist, a con artist, a bigot. And this man had the nerve, ladies and gentlemen, to go in front of Congress, the House of Representatives, and spew that utter hatred, that utter nonsense, and that utter maniacal, lunatic, slant, Democrat leftist slant, given that particular testimony the vehicle, the outlet, and the pathway to try, ladies and gentlemen, try and impeach President Donald J. Trump. And all you have to know, if you've seen the video clip, The man sitting behind him to the left. If you don't know who he is one Lanny Davis. That's right, the consigliere of the Clinton family, their lawyer, their best friend, or one of their best friends, their Gestapo, their hitman, one Lanny Davis. So all you need to know in regards to Michael Cohen's testimony today, you don't even have to listen to all of it. Just listen to that opening statement that I just played for you, that opening clip of him testifying in front of the House of Representatives. And Lanny Davis, as I stated, consigliere, I hope I'm stating that and speaking that and espousing that and pronouncing that correctly, consigliere of the Clinton family, is the lawyer of one Michael Cohen. That's all you need to know. This is nothing but the Democrat Party and the leftists in America trying to somehow lay the groundwork, framework to impeach President Trump. That's all today was, because nothing that came out of that man's mouth was the truth. And as one radio host said this morning, as I was listening to it live, I was driving into work, you want to take a bath, you want to take a shower, you just want to cleanse yourself after hearing that nonsense from one Michael Cohen. Lord have mercy on his soul, because if you're going to come out and make kind of statements, those kinds of statements about a man you worked for over a decade, saying that he's a racist and a bigot. Well, what does that make you, Michael Cohen, if you stayed around for 10 years, and the only reason you're not President Trump's lawyer today is because of that idiot special counsel and Robert Mueller drug your ass in to try and turn you against one Donald J. Trump. So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it, ladies and gentlemen, and realize when you exhale, it's nothing but BS. Absolute BS. Not going to waste any more time or any more energy or any more of my voice on one Michael Cohen. All right. Shouldn't be doing this, but hey, this is the Political Heat Remote Studios. For those who have been following me, you know what it is. It's the Blueberry. I'm in my car. Technology is wonderful. Next story. CNN turns blind eye to Democrat Mary Ann Lasanti, who used N-word to describe black district. So yeah, you have this Democrat, Mary Ann Lasanti, or Lasanti, however you pronounce it, called a certain district the N-word district. And then she goes on and tries to apologize, but then, along with the apology, ladies and gentlemen, she states that everyone has used the N-word. Everyone at some point has espoused that N-word. Really? Really? I can guarantee you there have been many individuals, especially my Caucasian brothers and sisters out here, many of them who have never used that word because they know the evil origin of that word. And I got called out for some reason about being a hypocrite in regards to clapping back and attacking this one individual. But yet in the black community, they use the N-word with the A at the end as a term of endearment. Either one is wrong. Either one is ignorant. But I am talking about a white female Democrat, ladies and gentlemen, using the N-word to describe a black district. The N-word is evil. The N-word in and of itself should never be espoused by anyone. But when you use it, ladies and gentlemen, and you get caught or you get found out or you get put on blast that you use the N-word, don't try and make it seem that everyone has used this word at some point in their life. No, ladies and gentlemen. No. I'm not going out like that. Because as a black man, growing up, I was called the N-word by white individuals on several occasions. Just recently, matter of fact. The word is evil. It stems from evil. Its origin is evil. So I don't care how you want to come out and somehow placate this matter in the form of, well, black people use the N at the A with the N at the N word, Nigga. This has nothing to do with that. This has to do with a white Democrat female demeaning a black district by using the N-E-R word. Now, excuse me. For anyone, ladies and gentlemen, anyone who has any, opposing opinion on that, hit me up. We can converse. I'm on @Dan Adams Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gab. My website, thepoliticalheat.com. Excuse me. And hit me up on my email address. Straight up, danadams73@gmail.com. If you oppose or somehow have a differing opinion on what I just spoke on, let's converse. Because I have a lot of other things to say, but I have to move on to my next topic. But I want to end this particular topic with this. CNN, I shouldn't say the most race baiting. CNN and MSNBC are almost equals with their race baiting. But I don't see Don Lemon. I'm putting him on blast right now. Mr. Race Baiter himself. I haven't seen him come out with one word in regards to this individual using the N-word to describe a black district. He hasn't said one word. So from one black man to another, if you're going to continue to race bait and not call this out, then shut your damn mouth. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to the next topic at hand. Let's talk about Bill Maher for a second. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Maher. According to an attorney for the Covington Catholic High School student, Nicholas Sandmann, who was mocked and derided and ridiculed after he was approached by that Native American Nathan Phillips at the March for Life in January. The next target whom Sandmann might sue could be comedian Bill Maher. Go all in, Mr. Sandmann. Tell your attorneys to go after every single individual who ridiculed you, mocked you, derided you, put you on blast, and made you out as a racist individual when you know that you're not. So, ladies and gentlemen, should we start up a petition? I don't know. I think Sandmann's attorneys have the situation under control. But if you want to do it, it's a free country to a certain extent. Go ahead and start a petition to say, hey, sue every and anyone who had any derogatory comment or statement in regards to the whole Covington Catholic High School students and their run-in. Now, I should say, I'm not even going to call it a run-in. That was staged. We all know it. So sue the individual. Sue him, Bill Maher. Sue everyone who have stated anything wrong, including this Native American who has come out and besmirched let me start that over. Besmirched your good name, come out and basically slandered you to the point where you had to hire attorneys. Let those attorneys do their job. Let those attorneys go after any and everyone and get every last cent that you can possibly get. Now, I'm going to skip over this one right here and get to this one right here. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about PayPal and its unholy alliance with SPLC. PayPal CEO, quote, SPLC helps us figure out who to ban. That's right. That's not gibberish coming out of my mouth. PayPal's CEO uses the Southern Poverty Law Center, a.k.a. the most jacked, well, I shouldn't say most jacked up, but one of the most jacked up, and I'm putting in quotes, organizations alive today. They use them, ladies and gentlemen. PayPal uses SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Center, to figure out who they should ban from their service. Think about that one for a second, ladies and gentlemen. The Southern Poverty Law Center is an outlet for PayPal so they can figure out who they should ban from their services. That's a hashtag Lord have mercy and a hashtag oh my gosh. Next story. Popes. The Pope, ladies and gentlemen, Pope Francis's financial advisor, Cardinal Pell, convicted of child sex abuse. Now, as a Catholic, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, yes, a black man who happens to be Catholic. Yes, I am a Catholic. Not practicing that this moment, because until the Catholics, the higher-ups, and one Pope Francis doesn't come out and properly address this sex abuse scandal, I will not set foot in another Catholic church unless for some reason, for some way, I need to go to a wedding or whatever, blah, 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 blah. That will be the only reason until this is adequately and accurately addressed. I won't set foot in another Catholic church. But seeing that Pope Francis's financial advisor, Cardinal Pell, was just convicted of child sex abuse, is Pope Francis going to stand by and keep his dumbass mouth shut? Is he not going to come out and condemn this behavior? But it seems to me with this Pope, anyone that claps back or has opposition to him or the Catholic Church, they're the devil, ladies and gentlemen. So me and many of us out here who happen to be Catholics and have an opposition to Pope Francis and the things going on currently in the Catholic Church, we are the devil. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to say beyond that. Excuse me. But as a non-practicing Catholic at this moment, and for any Catholic who may be listening to this and is still walking into a Catholic church every Saturday or Sunday, or daily mass if you're really getting down with it, I'm just speaking to you from a general standpoint. You do what you need to do. I'm not saying that you have to do this, or I'm saying that, your soul is going to be damned if you don't. But how can an individual who happens to be Catholic can walk into a Catholic church and not be, I guess, for a lack of words, feel dirty, feel like you need to be cleansed, feel like a bucket of holy water needs to be drenched onto you before you set foot in a Catholic church? Because they have not addressed this sex abuse scandal. They have done nothing. And this Pope is a complete and utter idiot. I hope I'm not sounding too strong, but that's where I'm going with this. Pope Francis, you are an idiot. You are a socialist Pope. You are a communist Pope. You are a leftist Pope. Has been that way since day one. And for the most part, when you first became Pope, I thought, man, this guy seems to be all right. Wrong. Until Pope Francis and the Catholic Church correctly addresses this situation, yours truly will not set foot into a Catholic church again. Now, let's move on to idiot Eric Holder. That's right. The sloth himself touts abolishing electoral college for real democracy as Colo signs popular vote compact. Eric Holder has joined the movement to eradicate the current electoral college process in an effort to create real democracy. What in the heck does real democracy mean? That means Democrat Party democracy. And they'll say and do whatever they need to say and do in order to get their candidate elected. They are still butthurt over the fact that Donald J. Trump was elected in 2016. And the former Obama Attorney General and possible 2020 Democratic presidential contender, we don't know yet, touted, ladies and gentlemen, touted the good, and let me say it here, the good reform measure on Twitter, joining the growing list of voices on the left who are seeking to abolish and eradicate the Electoral College process. Now, for an individual like myself who knows the ins and outs of the Electoral College process, I'm not an expert, but I have a fair amount of knowledge on it. And I'm not going to bore you. But let me say this. This is just another manufactured crisis. That's right. Manufactured crisis from the left and the Democrat Party, only to be on blast by them because they know, and once again, the one L. Rushbo said it so eloquently today with this Michael Cohen situation and his testimony in his hearing and all that bull crap, that the Democrats in this country must be scared S-less. They must know that Donald J. Trump has a high probability, a high chance of being reelected in 2020. So they're doing everything within their power and hitting every angle possible, including Michael Cohen's testimony today, and with this whole reform movement in regards to trying to eradicate the Electoral College process. They are shaking in their ever effing boots. And this whole notion of trying to eradicate the Electoral College process, it will never happen. Don't fret. Don't be scared. It's not going to happen. Now, going forward, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out on this because they're going to continue to push this all the way up into the 2020 presidential election. You heard it here. They will continue to push this effort. And they're going to look stupid along the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this. I want to speak on this. I want to espouse my comments and opinions on this. So, the title of this particular article that I printed out, it states, you can no longer be a Democrat person. I'm sorry, let me repeat that. Said that wrong. You can no longer be a decent person and a Democrat. No more truer words have been spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Especially, I'm not going to try and get too emotional with this, but especially with these abortion laws that have been passed in New York, Virginia, and Vermont, and they're going to continue to be passed in Democrat-run states. The fact that on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, Monday evening, the Senate, along with the House, did not, would not, and just completely showed how evil they are, will not sign into law a Born Alive Act in regards to, ladies and gentlemen, if a baby who is being aborted, a baby, ladies and gentlemen, a human being is being aborted and that abortion fails and that baby is alive in front of the eyes of the mother and the medical staff, they do not want to, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just how sinister and evil this is. They do not want to pass a bill that bans a doctor from snuffing out that baby, from snuffing out the life of that human being, from murdering that baby. I don't even understand how maybe a moderate Democrat can stand behind this nonsense, this evil, this debauchery. if you're a moderate Democrat who may be a Christian and may be pro-life, why aren't you at the forefront? Why aren't you in D.C.? Why aren't you on Capitol Hill demanding that your party stop lurching so far to the left, stop lurching so far to evil and to the devil, to where they would want to snuff out and murder a baby, a human being, a human life after a botched abortion? People on the left want to ridicule, criticize, and downright demean us on the right because of our pro-life stance. They don't understand that the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding bestowed upon us by our Almighty Father God and our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ about when life starts and when life ends, and how we are supposed to protect the life of the innocent. What more innocent can a baby left on a table to die just because the mother wanted to have an abortion, and that abortion, ladies and gentlemen, was botched in some form or fashion, and that living baby, that life, that present from God, they want to snuff the life out of that baby. And I told myself I wasn't going to get emotional. I'm driving in the streets of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, coming to you live. This is the Dan Adams Show with yours truly, Dan Adams, a.k.a. the Soulful Conservative, the DA, and the prosecutor. Let me get myself under control. But know this, ladies and gentlemen, if they continue down this path, if the Democrats and the leftists continue down this path of evil, I'm surprised at this point that God hasn't turned his back on America. But if they continue down this path, I will not be surprised if God does turn his back on us. Now, I'm not espousing that I am the best Christian walking this planet, but I do know this. I will fight for the life of the innocent. I will be pro-life till the day that I die. And in between and up until then, I will fight for the life of the innocent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I stated at the beginning of the show, you can reach me on social media at Dan Adams Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Gab. The website, thepoliticalheat.com. Email, danadams73@gmail.com. And if you want to support this show, my efforts going forward, hit me up on my PayPal, paypal.me/danadams73. That's paypal.me/danadams73. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to come to you in a manner that I hope was entertaining, along as being educational and informational. So until next time, God bless you and yours. May he keep you and your family safe. And until next time, God bless. Peace.
And you know this, man.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
If I said it, I meant it. Bite my tongue for no one,